Hi everyone, this is Angelie and you are watching the second part of my video. Yes, this is already the second part, so if you have not watched the first part yet, I suggest that you click the link below, watch on it first, and then come back here. So in the first part of the video, Miss Jean and I talk about NCLEX processing. We talk about the steps, we talk about how much and how long is the process. So in this second part, we're going to talk about visa screen and reviewers. So let's go. Miss Jean, before we go on that part, can you give us ideas about the NCLEX reviews? I know that iPass processing is also also has a review
Program.
review program.
Yeah, we have iPass Online Academy wherein it is conducted through Zoom, like Zoom meeting, something like that. We have attendees all over the world. So if you are in Middle East or in the Philippines or in India or anywhere else, you can attend our program. It's iPass Online Academy, and we conduct it's a 3 to 4 months review for nurses. It's 20,000. But I think we have a discount right now. We have a promotion of 18,000. So you will pay only 8,000 right now, and then after a month you will pay 10,000 pesos, and that's pesos. And
Okay.
our lecturers are two of them are US based. One is in Texas and the other one is in South Carolina.
Okay. So even though you're not in the Philippines, like anywhere in the world, you can attend the iPass Processing Academy. So I think I forgot to introduce you as one of the owner of iPass. So iPass is a processing center that can help you process your NCLEX examination. And Miss Jin, can you tell us on how to reach you?
So to give you a background, I'm one of the founders of iPass. So we have founded it for like after more than 5 years now, and Rachel Grace Olivar is my sister, who is the founder there. So all our staff, we have 95 employees in the Philippines, and you can reach us through our Facebook page, iPass Processing. So that's all. If you look, because there are a lot of scammers also in Facebook, so you have to check if that page is the legitimate one. We have 100,000 likes, so just be sure that you are clicking the right page. It's iPass Processing. And for those nurses who wants to come here in the US and who don't know how to start your process, you can reach out to us. Just send a message to iPass Processing, and our support staff will be happy to assist you.
So like Miss Jean said, just search it on Facebook. It's gonna be iPass processing. But if you're having a hard time finding the iPass processing, you can comment down below, and then I will help you with that. And Miss Jean, also, I think I forgot to ask about this. Do we have any do you have any suggestion on how many months they need to review for the NCLEX?
Oh, for you to pass the exam, you have to be ready to take the you have to be emotionally ready, mentally ready to take the exam. So like 3 to 4 months would be a good time for you to prepare. But if you are working simultaneously while you're reviewing, sometimes it is difficult for you to focus on the review, right? So, and also we have the U World. It is very important. I mean, most of our nurses who pass the exam also take the U World. U World is a very good reviewer because there is Q&A, like question and answer. So you need when you take the exam, the practice questions, you have to like understand the rationale of it, why it is wrong, why it is right. So that's the very important thing for you to pass the exam.
Okay. And can we get an advice from you? There are also other nurses who are still gathering their courage to take it, but until now they feel like they're not ready. They feel like the time is not enough for them to review. What can you advise these people or these nurses, our colleagues?
You know, it's very high time now that you have to pass the NCLEX because US is open. Like we need 10 million nurses here until like in 20 years from now. So we are in very much in need of nurses. So while the visa bulletin is current, you have to pass the exam because the processing time from you to pass the exam until you get your visa issued, it will take time also, like 1 year to 2 years time. So it is high time now for you to pass the exam. If you are not yet ready, or if you are still hesitant, you know, you can just compare the salary of nurses. If you are in the Philippines, you're only like having a salary of like 6,000 even, or 15,000. Compared here in the US, you can have as much as 6,000 or 8,000 or 10,000. Travel nurses is
A
very
week.
good right
A week,
now.
yes.
A week.
Yes, a week. We're talking about a week, like 9,000 a week. So I just met a Filipino travel nurse, and she's making about 9,000 a week.
Oh wow.
I think she's now in the Philippines having her vacation. So
Yeah, for those not in travel, because if you are working as a travel nurse, you have to be an experienced nurse. You will be getting like difficult patients, you know. And so if you are just working like an ordinary nurse in on the floor, then your salary a month may be like 6 or 8,000
or less.
or less. But it's compared to Philippines,
Yes,
see?
yes.
It's very different. It's very high here. And you can fulfill your American dream, get whatever you want. You can buy your
Your
BMW.
neighbor, your neighbor. You can buy your neighbor.
You can buy your BMW or have a very good, very big house if you want. So all your dreams, it will come true. And US has it's endless opportunities here. So if you want to work as a DNP or a nurse practitioner, you can go ahead and study more. If you are young and very ambitious, you have to be ambitious, right?
Yeah.
So it is a very good time now to pass the NCLEX and come here in the US.
Yes, and you talk about the visa bulletin, right? So right now our visa bulletin is showing current until now. So it means that very smooth and dire-diretso yung process po natin as of now.
Yeah, so there are a lot of visas that were issued since I think a month ago. And yeah, for those nurses who have processed, their applications have been submitted to USCIS. It is currently processing. So from the time that, like, if your PD priority date is to 2019 or 2020 or 2021, they are currently processing those applications right now.
So I think this is the best time. This is really the best time to start your process for your US dream. So we've been talking about the visa screen. You've been saying about the visa screen earlier. Let's just go to that part. So it's gonna be the filing itself. It means that you're finished, you're past your NCLEX. So what's next? That's gonna be your question. What's gonna be next?
So after you pass NCLEX, you take your IELTS. That's the English test, either IELTS or TOEFL. So the next will be is getting your visa screen certificate. We process that in CGFNS. It will cost like 590 right now, and plus our processing fee, which is just a minimal. And so the IELTS and your NCLEX, we will pair that one, and you will get your visa screen certificate. If you pass NCLEX through Texas and Illinois Board of Nursing, it is very fast. We can get it like in 2 weeks or in 1 month, as long as you already passed your IELTS exam. But in New York, because we still have to submit the PRC and your school documents to CGFNS and then your IELTS, it will take time for CGFNS to review your documents first. And so maybe like 3 or 4 months after you pass your IELTS, we can get your visa screen certificate. So visa screen certificate is a one-page certificate that you will bring during your interview in the U.S. Embassy. The consul will be asking for that. So if you don't have that, if you already have an interview but you don't have the visa screen certificate, you'll be issued a 221G, like you have a deficiency. And after you will pass your exam and get your visa screen certificate, then you will just send that visa screen to the U.S. Embassy, or yeah, the one who interviewed you, and then they will issue your visa.
Okay. Do you also process the IELTS or?
No, we have a tied up agency like the Niners, so you can pay us right now. They have a promotion, 3,500 pesos, and we will just refer you to the Niners.
Okay, and I know Niners also is a review center. You can also review and process your IELTS there, because IELTS is a requirement to get your visa screen, and visa screen is a requirement to file for your immigrant visa. And I know that for visa screen it also has an expiration.
Yeah, the visa screen itself, the visa screen certificate itself is valid for 5 years. So your IELTS is valid for 2 years. You need to pass NCLEX first and then get your IELTS. That's valid for 2 years. So when you have the visa screen certificate, that certificate alone is valid for 5 years. So you need to arrive here before 5 years before it expires. But we're like, there are a lot of nurses who have visa screen certificate before and hasn't come here in the US yet. So you just have to retake your IELTS and we will reprocess your visa screen again.
If their IELTS, because you said IELTS expires in 2 years and then visa screen expires in 5 years. So even though the IELTS already expired, if they already filed for their visa screen, so it doesn't really matter, right? Because they already have the visa screen.
Yes. If you have passed IELTS in 2021 and we get your visa screen already in 2021. So if it is 2024 and you have not come here yet in the USA, then you don't need to retake the IELTS because the visa screen certificate itself is valid for 5 years.
Okay. And then after the visa screen, is it gonna be the filing and the waiting process, or?
So the process is like, there are a lot of nurses who is in hurry and who wants to have their petition filed right away. So after passing the NCLEX, you can shop for the recruitment agencies and then they will process your I-140.
So just to recap, Miss Jean, so after they pass their NCLEX, they will need to take their IELTS so they can file for their visa screen. So visa screen is an important document. So you can file your EB3. That's gonna be your immigrant visa. So once they have the visa screen, like you said, it needs the NCLEX and the IELTS, and also Miss Jean and the iPass processing also can process your papers for your visa screen certificate, so you can reach out to them. And then after that, they can shop around for recruitment agencies. So there are so many agencies that help Filipino nurses and other foreign nurses to file for their immigrant visa. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then after that, so can you tell us what priority date is? I know we talked about the priority date earlier, and like we said, it is current right now. That's why this is the best time for you to start your process, gather your courage, and jump on it.
So the priority date, it's a date that the USCIS has given you for, like, so if you pass NCLEX and you will have your papers submitted by the recruitment agency to USCIS. So they will file for your I-140 petition. So when the USCIS receives your document, they will get that receipt notice. That is your priority date, that receipt date that they got.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it is already approved or denied. It just means that they have received your papers, and that is your priority date.
And based on as I remember it, when I received my priority date, it took me like about 2 to 3 years waiting time, because that time when I was processing my papers, it was not current yet. There was no COVID yet. So right now, America is very in need of so many nurses right now, unlike with my process before. So for the last one, Miss Jean, we're about to finish. So there are people who already build their lives in UK, in Middle East, and they are very hesitant. They're actually hesitant now to come to the United States. What is there any advice or like any encouragement words that you can tell them?
Oh, I know there is a discussion in Lefara for those nurses who are in the UK and those who are in the nurses. So I for me, my experience, I have not gone to Middle East or UK. So my experience is just in the Philippines, and then I come here in the USA. It is so there are, it depends on the nurse. If you are happy in the Middle East, like there are nurses who are saving a lot, because I know you don't have, but they say that there is already a tax there in the Middle East already now. So but for nurses who are in the UK, their health system is very good. But if you are not yet satisfied with your life in UK, then why not come here in the United States? Here, the opportunities are very large. It's endless, and you can in Middle East you cannot acquire properties, but here in the US you can buy as many houses as you want. If you're so rich, you can have as many cars as you want. So it is, for me, US is a very good like place for not just for you but also for your children, because here in the US the education is like elementary and high school is free. College though is not, but there are a lot of community colleges that is very like the tuition fee is not that expensive compared to even in the Philippines.
And yeah, I think it's gonna be based on person to person, and you have to really know your goal. You have to really know yourself, and once you're in it, I feel like you have just to stand on your decision. And
Yeah.
so
Wherever you are happy, if you're happy in the Middle East, if you're happy in UK, if you are happy here in the United States, then go where your heart desires.
okay. Thank you so much, Miss Jean. Thank you so much. And if you have any question, like I said, just comment down below. And for iPass processing, you can just search them on Facebook. It's gonna be iPass processing. They're gonna help you with your NCLEX process, with your review, or if you have any questions about visa screen itself. So just send them a message. And if you, like I said, if you have any problem with that, just comment down below. And I hope to see you on my next video. My name is Angelie. I have Miss Jean here. So, and please like and subscribe because I have so many videos that coming for you. Thank you.
Thank you.